If a man needs a woman to go 50-50 on bills and expenses, does he really see her value beyond her financial contribution? Because at the end of the day, 50-50 is a roommate, not a love match. 50-50 is, well, what do you bring to the table? 50-50 is nothing special, easily replaceable by another woman who can match that financial contribution. 50-50 is doing you a favor by being with you. 50-50 means there's no evolutionary drive to, as a healthy, secure male, provide for and protect his lady in some sort of way. 50-50 means that he doesn't understand that a woman's greatest power is being a creator and nurturer. Women are givers of light. We expound whatever you give us. You give us 10 and we'll make you 50. You give us a bag of food and we'll cook you a meal. You give us a seed and we'll make you a baby. You give us a house and we'll make you a home. You give us a heavy heart and we will heal it. You give us a soul and we will protect it. So what is that worth?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Damn, fam, you know the old saying, you give a queen enough time, she'll tell on herself. She started off by saying, if a man needs a queen to go 50-50 on expenses, does he see her beyond her financial value? Oh, snap. You mean that's how women see men when they expect men to pay 100% of the bill? Wow, they're queen. Oh, and 50-50 is a roommate, not a love match. So what happened to all these women that said they want a 50-50 relationship where they get 50% of everything? Notice how women want equality when it suits them, but when it doesn't suit them, OMG. They want those traditional roles. You know, they're back in the kitchen for some reason. It's not generous to say that this is actually her backing out on that equality. Damn, it must be wonderful having a built-in toggle allowing you to nitpick when you get to be equal. If only that mattered when the draft came along. And then on top of that, she goes on this dribble about 50-50's this and 50-50's that. 50-50 is so horrible. If you are broke, just say you're broke. You're a dusty. And you're trying to make excuses for other dusties. How in the hell do you have a following? Oh, that's right. Double standards. I forgot that part. And I love how she said, you give us 10, we'll make you 50. Yeah, I give you $10, you put me $50 in debt. And I love how she came back and said, give us a house, give us a seed, give us some groceries, and we'll make all this for you. We'll give you this back. No, queen. What women are going to give is the exact same thing you gave your ex-husband. Divorce papers and took half his stuff. Who are you trying to kid here, queen? Female math. I mean, women can create millionaires as long as they started off as billionaires. Before we move on, I want to bring attention to the fact that 79% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Come on, fam. You've seen my logo on other channels and you're already here. Please hit that subscribe button and support the channel. It really helps out. Moving on.
This is a message for all the moms who think that they're never going to love again. Maybe you got a divorce, maybe you're widowed, maybe you've never been married yet. I became a widow when I was 39 years old. I got remarried when I was 41. I never could have imagined myself meeting somebody. I never thought I would love somebody else. I never thought I would get married again. There is hope out there for a second chance at love or a third chance at love. These are my tips because I kind of started over at 40. You are walking around saying, I'm never going to meet anyone. I'm never going to meet anyone. You're probably never going to meet anyone. Change your state of mind. Focus so much on yourself and living your best life that you're not even thinking about meeting someone. Like my number one tip. You have to have an open mind. If you're so concerned on like a checklist, oh, he has to be this, he has to be that, he can't have this, he can't have that. Like that's like a recipe for disaster. My husband, he has 4 children. The goal in life is not to meet somebody that checks boxes off of your checklist. The person that you meet might not be the person that's on your checklist. You do you. If someone lights you up and someone makes you feel happy, that's a really, really good thing. Anybody's trying to like take that away from you or tell you that that's not good, watch out for those people. Focus on yourself, your happiness, focus on your kids' happiness, and don't focus at all on anybody else's opinions. Let me know if you want more of these.
Okay, first of all, you've been watching my channel long enough. You know already that this gorilla gives widows a lot of breaks on a lot of things. Starting off, she didn't leave her husband. She was widowed. She was pushed back into the dating market. Number 2, I have to acknowledge is I give this woman props for finding a second championship wedding ring that late in life. That's actually very difficult to do. She definitely got a W. Now, the thing I cannot agree with her on is her message of finding love later in life. Let's be honest. At that age, women are not looking for love. They're looking for help. They're looking for a retirement plan. I'm not saying all women, and I'm not saying her, but I'm saying the vast majority of women. Love is for the young. When a man marries for love when he's young, he's happy. Then when he gets ran through the circus of family court, he's older, wiser. He already knows this isn't love anymore. This is basically a business. That's the way the courts treat it. That's the way that men should be seeing it. If they don't, let them go through the circus of family court a few more times. Eventually they'll wake up. They can't stay blue pill forever. I don't think their bank accounts can take it. As for her tips of number one, changing the mindset that you're not going to meet anybody, I'm not going to say that's wrong or that's right. But if you're going to say I'm going to meet somebody, you have to realize that you have to meet somebody at your level, which goes into her number two about women having a checklist. I'm sorry there, Colleen. Being post-wall, a lot of women cannot have these long lists. I mean, if there was a time in your life to have a checklist, it was between the ages of 18 to 23. That's when you were at your peak. That's when you could demand the world. But now, post-wall, Ed Carton is on low. That taco is starting to look like roast beef. Mileage is getting higher on that one. What can I say? A used car cannot ask for new car prices. Now, her last tip about not focusing on other people's opinions, I can agree to that up to a certain point, but then there's a difference between opinions and necessary criticism, which leads into my tips. Expectation management. That is the number one tip I give to anybody. Now, when it comes to widows, I have said before that I believe that widows should look for widowers because both of you will be coming from a very similar point of pain. Both of you have been forced back into the dating market, and both of you could find a lot of common ground there, and you could both help each other grow out of your pain and grow in love with each other. I believe that, although I'm not a widower, and that is just a best guess on my part. To my viewers, if you have any experience in this, please share in the comments. We're here to help each other. Moving on.
Sometimes getting a man to commit is less about him and more about you. I know you don't want to hear it, but don't scroll. I'm going to give you the reason why. So 5-6 years ago, I used to be the woman that the men would date, like the situationship without the commitment. And then eventually I'd get over it because he was not ready to commit, or he would move on because he found someone else. And the very next person that he would date would either be someone that he went into a full-blown commitment with, married, or had a child with. So immediately, as a lot of women do, I jumped straight to the conclusion that it's something about me. But as I started to recognize patterns, I started to explore with curiosity. Why is it that I keep attracting men who then decide to commit after me? Is it that I've conditioned them to be ready for commitment? Is it that I've shown them what's inside of them so now they know they're worthy of commitment? I went down a crazy long journey to figure this out. A lot of reasons why men do not commit. Either you just were not the one for them, and you don't have to make it mean anything other than there's someone out there that's better for you, and that person was a better match for him than you were. 2, you had so many block shields and guards up. You had a fear of rejection, of abandonment, that he could not actually penetrate your heart and feel your love.
Sorry. The voices.
Okay, this post-wall queen started off by saying that getting a man to commit is more about her than it is about him. Fair enough. I give her credit for that one. But then, as typical female manner, she does what most queens out there, especially low Ed Carton queens, do. And that's overthink and overcomplicate the situation. Listen, sweetheart, I'm just going to break this to you. And this is going to be a pretty bitter pill to swallow. But in my opinion, not knowing a whole lot of your background, I believe the reason that you weren't getting wifed up or getting a serious relationship or getting a child was because you were basically giving off side chick vibes. I mean, once is an incident, twice is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern. And you said it yourself, a pattern, right? Well, I will say that every guy who was with you just saw you as the side chick. And they were like, okay, we don't take side chicks seriously. We use them for fun. I mean, in the bedroom, out of the bedroom, going out, whatever. You don't take them seriously. And the next woman that they were with is the one that they took seriously for XY reason. But really, all I gotta say is you were never giving off the energy of being the main. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she wasn't demanding to be treated like the main. I'm just saying that she wasn't acting like the main. Every man perceives a main different. But not getting the main title with every man that she's been with just tells me that she's giving off heavy side chick vibes. I could be completely wrong. There may be something else that we don't know. I'm only going off what she's presenting in this video. And trust me, ladies, giving off excellent suction skills and wicked bedroom fun does not a main chick make, but it does help.
Therefore, he did not feel the intensity of your experience together. He did not feel that maybe you were wanting to commit. It's one thing to say you want to commit. It's another thing to feel that there's a desire of commitment and love. The third is maybe you have a subconscious fear of commitment that is living in your unconscious mind, your nervous system. So you energetically repel commitment because maybe you think it's going to take away your freedom. Maybe you're afraid of getting hurt, so you don't want to jump all the way in. The codes of your nervous system are keeping you maybe in sabotaging behaviors that are not allowing a man to have the space to commit. Which leads me to my last point, that there could be a wobbly signal that you're giving out to your man. Part of me wants to commit, part of me doesn't want to commit. I'm hot about you, I'm cold about you. I'm in, you show me the love. Oh man, I'm repelled by the whole situation. And actually, the last thing, the bonus, is that the polarity could be off in the partnership. Maybe you were operating in the controlling masculine energy and he was trying to be in his masculine energy, and he felt like there wasn't space for him to be in his masculine energy, and you guys were always battling and there was a repelling energy that was happening. And then he found the polarity with the next partner, and she was more in her feminine energy, he was more in his masculine energy. I'm not talking about male and female, I'm talking about masculine and feminine energetics.
Erroneous! Erroneous on both counts.
Oh, Lord. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Ladies, seriously, are we talking about relationships or are we talking about the power company here? Energy this, energy that. He's showing his energy this way, she's showing her energy that way. What is this, Battle of the Cosmos? You always overcomplicate the hell out of everything. How about something simple like, hey, were you being the things that he likes? Think about it this way. Can you act the way he wants you to act for the rest of your lives together? Can you be feminine? Can you be fit? Can you be friendly? Can you not start fights? Can you be submissive to him? Can you follow his lead? Can you not give him a headache? Can you be an asset rather than a drain on him? It's not that hard to please men. Here's a secret that you ladies probably don't know. In the last 100 years, men haven't really changed that much. They still want the same thing. They want a lovely, loyal, submissive woman they can wife up and have a family with and spend the rest of their days with. Women, on the other hand, have changed so much, so radically with all this liberation and, empowerment and you go girl and whatever the hell, and, burn your bra and put on the those pink hats and whatever you want to do, that you've forgotten what it is to be a woman that a man wants to wife up. It's like an alien language to you now. It's not meant to be this grand enigma. But I digress. Unfortunately, because of the way things are in the West, it's very hard to find a woman that you want to spend the rest of your days with. And men are left to choose what they have. And what they have are a bunch of women like this one, completely and utterly confused.
So when there is magnetic energy, it means that there is polarity. That one person is operating in the masculine energy, one person is operating in the feminine energy. If you look into magnetic energy, there needs to be a North Pole and a South Pole when it comes to magnetism. So there needs to be polarity and partnership in order to create magnetism, which is the masculine energy and the feminine energy. Something is not working out in your dating life. Don't always make it mean something about you. Get curious about why it's happening. I would never have been able to understand what was transpiring if I didn't take the situation, see the trend, get curious, and realize what was happening. Then I was able to heal those pieces and parts of myself to open to more and more love. If you want to go on a journey that's going to help you discover yourself more, love yourself deeper, hold confidence, understand masculine and feminine polarity, we have an experience for you called the Liberated Woman Membership Experience. This is a beautiful journey that allows you to access every single aspect of your life, to heal those pieces and parts of yourself, to heal the imprints, the codes, the pains, the wounds, the traumas, and to become the woman that attracts a partner that you desire. I'm inviting you in. This is a powerful experience that will change your life. If you want to be involved, just tell me in the comments, I want this, and we will send you the link.
What the hell you say?
Wow, we just went from energies all the way into magnetism. It's like Magneto's up in here. And then at the end, she tries to wrap it up by trying to sell this mystical class that seems to be some kind of decoder ring. Ladies, let me save you the pain, the heartache, and probably the money. If you need to go to therapy to fix your issues for your healing, then by all means, go to therapy. And I know people have different opinions about therapy. Not everybody agrees with it. I personally believe that therapy helps more than does harm. I mean, look at it this way. You can either spend money on therapy or you can spend money on the mental snake oil this woman is trying to peddle in her $1.05 class of Get Yourself a Husband. I mean, let me help you ladies out by giving you a quick head start. First thing, do you have a cookbook? And what I mean by that is, do you have a recipe book in your head? That's number one. Number two, is your body count in the double digits? Because if it is, then you got a problem, honey. Number three, Do you love to argue? Because if you do, you're your worst enemy right there. And here's number 4 for my female viewers. Can you stop for one moment and put yourself in the shoes of the man that you are attracted to, the man that you want to wife you up, and think, hey, what does he actually want? Forget all this energy bull crap. What does he actually want? Because I don't think he wants to hear about your energy unless he wants to charge up his phone.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.